Now that we've covered what's currently at the top of the Gundam card game meta, we now have to sadly acknowledge some of its weaker points, and one that hurts me personally. We all have to admit it, Red-Green Zeon is not that great. Out of all the meta decks, the best ones use pieces of Zeon, but the whole red-green package is sadly nowhere near up to snuff with the competition as a whole, and we can point to a few reasons why. Starting with the green side, it's clearly the stronger half with its rush focus. Cards like the starter Zaku being an EX-based cracker, in the early game it's tremendous. Dot being a scryer, the Gelgoog just being a great statted unit for its cost and linkability to any Zeon pilot, meaning even Char can take it for a spin instantly. And speaking of, Char's whole package is rather great, with the searchability of the starter Zaku and his Gelgoog able to recycle Char to get aggressive. On the top end, you've got Big Zam being a huge threat to blocker decks but needing a bit of setup. Even the token focus is a bit lacking, especially with the token generation focus being redundant when those tokens come out rested for the most part, barring Dozel, and the rest of the package is lacking real consistent identity, especially since a lot of their remaining cards are vanillas or underwhelming in stats, or just have weird abilities. Meanwhile, in Neo Zeon, the situation is far more dire. In most decks using Red Neo Zeon, the most you're going to see are Marita's kit and maybe occasionally Full Frontal and Sinanju, but almost the near entirety of the rest of its cards see little to no action. Despite the intended synergy of bringing out unit after unit that's capable of ping, the cost to get them out simply isn't worth it when you can just gear towards Marita. Worse yet, the Earth Federation also have pingers who are not only cheaper but give you access to a better series of card effects in their color. Sinanju in general is a big fall from grace, as the most you'll ever see it as a top end to try and get around blue-white's blockers and dealing good ping. Now, of course, I'm certain there'll be folks who say they're constantly winning at their locals, or they personally have been winning a lot with Red-Green Zeon, and that's cool. But in the grand scheme of outside your local scene, our poor Space Noid army has been unable to make a big splash big enough to make any consistent waves. But the game is still young, so there's time for the set to recover and newer cards to come out to support Zeon. There may yet be a day when Zeon can rise again.